Coming up, more storms may be heading our way. Hutch has details on 2 first alert weather days. Why parents in Fergus Falls were marching in the streets, plus what troopers are now doing to keep drugs out of North Dakota. Valley News Live at 10 starts right now.
This is Valley News Live at 10.
Good evening, everyone. Tomorrow might be our last calm day before the weather takes another turn. Let's head straight to Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson with the latest. Hutch.
Stacey, thanks so much, and good evening, everyone. Here's what you need to know. We've got a lot of changes going on weather-wise this week, and Stacey's right. If you have outdoor activities you need to get accomplished before the changes come, we've got more rain, we've got more wind. First alert weather days tonight, pretty quiet as well. First alert weather day on Wednesday is the beginning of the big changes we're going to be seeing. It's a very strong storm system develops to our southwest, moves right through our kitchen, and as it does so, it'll bring rain. There could be some thunder and a couple of strong thunderstorms with this system as it works its way through. Even though we'll be cold, it looks like all of us will be windy. Then afterwards, northwest winds will usher in some of the coldest air of the season. By Friday, we'll have patchy frost. By Saturday, we could see some more widespread frost. Here is the track of the storm. You see the low pressure system spinning its wheels. This is Wednesday. In the morning, rain showers move up. And if this times out right, and it could change, but if it times out right, where this wave of energy is pushing through during the peak heating time of the day, I think we could very well see some stout thunderstorms that'll be low topped. We will watch those because there'll certainly be some turning in our atmosphere right over the valley. Look at this out to the west. Heavy snow in that area and wind for everybody unless you're here right in the middle or the eye of the particular storm. It continues and then is exiting. By mid-morning on Thursday, most of us will just be windy and turning colder as well. And after that, we do have a first alert weather day for frost that could be more widespread on Saturday. I'll have hour by hour details on all of that. But hey, get out tonight, look to the north, just above the horizon. Stacey may see hints of the northern lights out there, a geomagnetic storm taking place. I'll have your forecast here in just a bit. I got lost.
Yeah, you know, you got a lot going on over there. Thanks, Hutch.
You bet.
Starting today, masks are required for pre-K through 6th grade students in the Fergus Falls School District. And as Valley News Team's Nishay Taylor shows us, parents and community members not only showed up to tonight's school board meeting, they took to the streets.
Parents of students in the Fergus Falls School District took a stand against a mask mandate, which is now in effect for students pre-K through 6th grade. Dozens of these parents marched through the city hoping to get their message across.
We hope that the school board and the community sees that as parents we will not remain silent on these matters. That these are important to us.
But the action didn't stop there. Parents on both sides of the issue expressed their feelings on the mask mandate during Monday's school board meeting.
When do parents actually get to be heard? When do parents and taxpayers get to choose what is right for their family and for our community?
I'm here in support of the district's decision to use masking as a tool, an added prevention strategy.
More than 25 people stepped up to the podium hoping the district would hear their reasonings.
And I have 4 children in the district right now. I do not want them to go distance learning. I do not want to teach distant learning.
Some questioned why this age group in particular, and the superintendent stated it's due to young children not having access to a vaccine. But one speaker suggested the district should consider other strategies to help with the decision making on the matter.
But consider putting a task force together, people that represent both sides, so a bipartisan committee of sorts.
But while several opinions were expressed, the battle among parents and community members on different sides of this issue will continue as the mandate remains in effect. The school board only listened to public input and did not make a decision on the issue. In Fergus Falls, Nishay Taylor, Valley News Live.
That mask mandate is expected to stay in effect until at least October 25th when the school board will meet again. New at 10 police in Dilworth believe they found the vehicle involved in a burglary early Friday morning. An officer conducted a traffic stop of a vehicle matching the description late Friday night. The driver of the vehicle says he bought the car earlier in the day. Police in Dilworth are still searching for the 2 people involved in the burglary. If you have any information, you're asked to contact police. A man is seriously hurt after jumping from a moving vehicle. That happened just before 4:30 this afternoon. Highway Patrol says a Fargo woman was driving a Jeep Compass southbound on I-29 when her front seat passenger, a 33-year-old Fargo man, jumped out at the 13th Avenue South exit. The man was partially run over by the vehicle he was riding in before attempting to jump over the concrete guardrail of the 13th Avenue South overpass. Two Good Samaritans were able to restrain him. He was taken to Sanford, and while seriously injured, he is in stable condition. You might have noticed longer wait times at drive-thrus or retail stores or the doctor's office. It's all stemming from the nationwide staffing shortage. But state leaders in North Dakota now say it's only going to get worse in the next 18 months. With 30,000 jobs open across the state, even Commerce Commissioner James Lehman isn't immune to the shortages.
I had an appointment this morning to have something done, and they never showed up. They never called, nothing. And this is going to become systemic if we don't do anything about it.
Lehman says he wants to use unconventional methods to recruit new workers to come to North Dakota, like placing refugees in jobs according to their work expertise. That's part of Governor Doug Burgum's Accelerate ND plan being proposed this week in the state Senate. To read more on that, click on this story on valleynewslive.com or your VNL News app. A caravan of drugs, firearms, and illegal contraband crosses into North Dakota, often by highway. That's why the North Dakota Highway Patrol has now designated a 5-member unit to combat illegal activity. It's patrolling across the state, proactively looking for traffickers of all kinds. The dedicated effort began in August, and troopers say it's been a success.
The decision was finally made, hey, we need to go ahead and do this. We need to try this and see. It seems to be so successful in other states.
The North Dakota Highway Patrol now joins Montana, Minnesota, and South Dakota with a dedicated interdiction team. We should soon learn more about how Gabby Petito died. The coroner is expected to hold a news conference tomorrow. The FBI says Petito's remains were recovered September 19th in Wyoming, near where she was last seen with her fiance, Brian Laundrie. A preliminary autopsy ruled the death a homicide. Authorities are still looking for Laundrie, who at this point hasn't been seen for nearly a month. The Facebook whistleblower is set to meet with the social media giant's oversight board. That board is an independent court-like entity for appealing content decisions on Facebook-owned platforms. Frances Haugen set off a firestorm after she leaked tens of thousands of pages of documents to lawmakers and the Wall Street Journal. Facebook pushed back against the accusations and said it devotes ample resources to combating harmful content. Starting tomorrow, North Dakota lawmakers will begin shuffling through all of the proposals for the $1 billion in federal COVID aid the state received back in the spring. Now it's up to lawmakers to make a plan. The next week will be spent going over proposals from state agencies. Lawmakers will decide who gets what amount.
Let's face it, a lot of the industries and infrastructure have been affected by COVID. You know, a lot of the ideas that I've seen are ideas that were submitted to the legislature, went through the vetting process of the legislature, and were voted on in the chambers and passed. So those ideas have already been worked through.
Ultimately, it will be Republican lawmakers in the driver's seat because they hold the majority in both chambers. It's been 5 months since fire destroyed Gigi's Playhouse, a Down Syndrome Achievement Center in Fargo. Valley News Live is partnering with Gigi's to help them rebuild. Tomorrow and Wednesday on Valley News Live at 6, we'll have stories on their mission, the people they serve, and how you can help. Still ahead tonight, when you think of a peanut butter sandwich, you probably don't think of government secrets. We'll show you the crazy plot of a Maryland couple and how they got caught. Still to come.
And we have some changes in the forecast to tell you about next. Today's temperatures near 70 in the far south, but cooler in the Devil's Lake Basin on a fair and sunny day after a weekend of rain. Don't forget, late tonight to check out to the northern sky. There is a fair chance of seeing the northern lights, one of the treats up here.